Good evening, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm stage 87, EYS. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio enthusiasts who take to the airwaves with fast-scan television, where the repeater located up on the mountain, transmit up to 70 centimeters, utilize a crossband repeater output on 1.2 gigahertz. So at this point, I will pause. If anybody has emergency traffic, needs to contact somebody on the 08 machine before our next is fully underway. Then from stage 87 UYM pause. Doing nothing again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on stage 87 EYM. So far I checked into the net video. Wyatt this evening is Ron, 87 CKU. Richard, 87 ITX. Bert, M7 CS. Jessica, KS7 UHK. Ken, M7QO. Bob, K9PQ. Lee, M7KC. If anybody else would like to join in on the net this evening. K7HYB. And we got Gary, K7HYB. Glad to have you join, Gary. Again, taking check-ins for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Anybody else care to join in? Being none, we'll get the ball rolling. Let's go after Ron, K7 GKU. Antennas, make sure I'm on the right frequency. This is Ron, KB72KU. Well, good evening, everybody, and I guess Merry Christmas, because probably won't see each other again before Christmas. So let's see, what's going on? Well, my wife is making snack mix, with all the cereals and pretzels and stuff in it. It's in the oven right now, and it's just the aroma's filling the whole house. It smells so good. And let's see, I'm looking here at the thermometer. My goodness, it's 32.7 already. This is kind of a cool day today. I was caught up in this Christmas movie here, almost didn't make it to the net. Thanks, Richard, for the text. Then I clicked on an email from the Pacific Northwest ELR. So I had to close out and then go find Richard soon. So anyway, the movie was just over at 7. It was a good movie. Seems like we've not seen any of those Hallmark movies, and I think every one of them pretty much is the same, but different. But they're all enjoyable. It's kind of added a lot to our Christmas season. So anyway, with that, I'll say let's turn it back to net. So back to net, KB72KU. KB72KU, thanks for that, Ron. Let's go on to Richard, K7 ITX. Okay, well, yeah, Bert, so you got the streaming up and running, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, like Ron says, hi everybody, Merry Christmas, and it's kind of off center here. There we go, move my head a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I'll be teasing Mika tonight. Maybe once in a while is okay, but it's we get in the habit of doing that on the air. As you know, she'll take out her revenge on me. So, 32 degrees. I don't see snow in the forecast. The future forecaster on the wall has, looks like maybe, I wonder if that's the fog signal. Freezing fog tonight, what do you bet? So, anyway, hold on to your steering wheel. WW7ATS, K7ITX, back-to-back control. K7ITX, features, thanks for that. Let's go to Bert, 10-7,
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. I've just been trying to play with the string to see if it was working. Okay, I see myself on it now. Latency's a bit high, and it started a bit late too. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it looks like it's working now. Let's see what's going on. It was interesting to see the snow that we got in a couple days ago, and not too much to talk about right now. Gary, I did see you tried calling me today, and apologies I wasn't able to take your call. I was in a meeting, and then I got stuck in other stuff, so sorry about that. But anyway, that's it for now. This is Bert and Marysville, and NWCS. Back to that.
10-7, CS Bert. We have Jessica, and I think she's disappeared off the screen, but we'll call her up, KF7, UHK. And we'll come back to Jessica in a while. Let's go to Gary, K7HYB. Well, okay. There we are. And now let me spin what's up here. I don't work very well with my left hand, and I'm using the transmit control with my right hand. There you go. See if I come up on the screen. Okay. Anyway, good evening all. The weather report out here to start things is 30 degrees with 99% humidity. And not much rain. Almost 2 inches a little while ago. There we are. Okay, thanks, well. And wind speed is negligible right at the moment. To make even the long shot. There we go. Anyway, good evening all. I'm glad I have some progress report to pass on the next go around. And Bert, I understand you're not obligated to answer my damn phone calls if you're not in a position to do that. We'll forward to casual with it. I did want to pass on some information that I picked up from Tim Anderson today. And I've been exchanging emails with him over the use of the dollars that we're talking about. I'll give a little more information on that next go around. So anyhow, back to you, Dave. Let's leave off on it for a minute. K7HYB, K7ZOM, K7HYB. K7HYB, thanks for joining the net. Let's see if Ken's here, M7QO. 7QO. Thank you, Dave. Well, good evening, everyone. Let's see. Dick, talking about Mika. Yeah, just a little curious there. It seems like she didn't used to do that, did she? I wonder if there's something going on there. Do you have all those kittens in the house? Maybe she's stressed because of the kittens or something. Surely she knows that was your arm, and surely she knows that you're still alive, so why she'd start chewing on your arm, I don't know. Maybe she's trying to give you a warning of some sort, and that may be the only warning you get.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know, you know the situation there, so I'd say check that out. Maybe some, the other day there, punch on the arm, maybe some other morning, punch on your eyeball or something, or maybe Debbie's eyeball. I don't know. Interesting how she just kind of tries to ignore you when she's lying there. Good luck with that. Bert, thanks for the stream. Snow, my goodness, snow in Marysville. My guess is there would also be snow in Monty. Sorry about that, Gary. And I'll bet we probably had more snow than any of us up there in PA. At least the forecaster said it was going to snow up that way. So we will look forward to your report on that. The good news is the flying weather has been absolutely great the past day or two. We actually have more flying going on here today than any day during the past year over here. Really nice day today. And let's see. I have 31 degrees at the house here now. Nice and clear, perfectly calm, beautiful night. K7ZYM and 7QO.
Yeah, 7QO. Let's go to Bob, K9PQ. See if he can take the mic at this point. Get away from the kitchen.
Hey Dave, thank you. Yes, and I am just switching in my video. And good evening to everybody. Yeah, I was a bit late getting dinner tonight, so Dave accommodated me, putting me at the end of the list, and I did just finish dinner, so all is good. Oh, get things right here. Yeah, it's, the holiday season and schedules get mixed up. Or not mixed up, changed up, I guess. My regular Friday night gaming group, some people are going to be unavailable, not only Friday night, but through the weekend. But they're actually off work this week, so we did our gaming in the middle of the day today, and it was really good. One bit of sad news, I think I mentioned months ago, a good friend of mine, a gaming buddy of mine, lost his mother-in-law to COVID, one of the first in this area to be taken by COVID, and a few days ago he just lost his mother. So, and his father was also stricken with it, but he's recovering. They're in Arizona, and it's just a tough time for the family. They can't go down there. They're going to be staying at their place here in Redmond, but it's tough. So we were supporting him as best we could, and he was looking for just something to just give him a little bit of normalcy, and so we did that today. We played our usual game, and then we talked with him about his mom a little bit. Okay, back to that K9PQ.
K9PQ, and again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. I'm Dave, 87, YM. Anybody else care to join in on the net? Hearing none, let's go to Lee in 7KC. Okay, time to go home. Am I in? Oh, yeah, that's, okay, I'm in. Well, I'm through the 7KC in Port Angeles. Well, first comes to my mind, I want to say hi to everybody, including Gary and Jim and everything. But when I was watching the YouTube stream, when Jim was on, it reminds me an awful lot of the first moon landing when the Buzz Aldrin was going down the ladder saying 1, giant stuff, down or whatever. Anyway, so kind of what the picture kind of looked like to me. I got a big kick out of it, one of the church and so on. I think the latency has improved. Still 4 seconds or so. Well, the rain in PA, we're going on 7 years here now, 6.5 years, and I've not seen a rain like that since we've been here. We had a steady, hard rain that amounted to over 3.5 inches for the time it was done. And the temperature kept dropping, and then finally it got down to where it started to snow, and then the temperature went up a little bit, and it started to rain again. But in the course of that, we had about an inch of slush on the road, and then it got cold enough to it froze. And so even tonight, the roof is still crunchy over here. In the areas where it's so you get a lot of sun. We had some sun today, actually. Anyway, quite an interesting event. It really got really good. The ground was totally saturated, standing water on the ground every place. And, because we have big trees, we got a 96-footer right beside the house. And it really, if we had gotten any wind, I just don't know how well rooted they would be in that kind of a frosty condition. With that, I'm not fine here. I got 20 seconds left. So 87 WM, which is 07KT. We'll send it back to you, Dave. And 7K, 87 CYM. Let's go to Wade, W7ITS.
Hey guys, this is W7ITL. I'm on my handheld right now. But just a quick check-in, how everybody's doing? Happy holidays, everybody. I don't have, my video is not working right now, so I'll skip this round before the video. Didn't really hear anybody yet, so I'm looking forward to the next round, and I think that's more tomorrow. Next round, W7ITL, back to that.
W7ITL, back to that way. This is Dave, 87 CYM at Lake City. Well, I was out in my yard this afternoon, and I noticed my antenna is a little bit off-site, 15 degrees to the west of where it should be, but I'm still getting a little color with the repeater, which is amazing. And I was thinking about Richard and Mika. My only regard to Richard was don't rub your arms in catnip and have Mika in the same room with you. I know you like those verbal rubs, but I guess I'm going to have to part with that for the holiday season. So that's pretty much it. This is Dave, 87 CYM in Lake City, and let's see, I'm showing 36 degrees on one thermometer outside and 87 degrees on the second thermometer. So somewhere between the twixt is the real temperature in Lake City. It's dry. We had sunshine today. It was wonderful. Got out, had to deliver some packages to my daughter up in Linwood for the Christmas festivities for my grandchildren. Got that out of the way today. And I'll get back with you a little bit later with what else happened today. This is Dave, 87 CYM. So let's go back up to Ron, 87, KT. Okay, thank you, Dave. 87 CYM in the group, 87 continue. Well, I guess I said good evening all, but if I didn't, good evening to everyone. The snow, yeah. So I was just looking back, I sent Richard a picture of the snow, and it was Monday at 8:18, and I sent him the picture. At that time, the street was white, and the lawn and the bushes and everything. The biggest flakes came down I think I ever saw before. They were half as big as your hand. They were just floating down like feathers. I went and got Glenn, and I said, you got to see this. And it was just, they were just floating down. It was something. I think it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I looked at my phone, the weather on it, and it said it was snowing in Port Angeles. So I sent Lee a text, and he gave me about the same report that he just gave to you. had over 2 inches of rain here at my house. I think it was 2.12 or something like that. So we had a lot of rain here. And I couldn't believe that that morning we went for a walk. It was around noon or right after noon. I don't remember when it was. Now that I think about it, I think it was right after lunch. It was 52 degrees. And then when I saw that it was snowing at Port Angeles, you could hardly believe it. And wouldn't you know, it started snowing here, I think, about 5 o'clock. The temperature just dropped and dropped and dropped. And I think it was about 34 degrees when it snowed. So, yeah, the street was white, the sidewalk, the driveway, the bushes, trees, everything was white here. And then when I got up the next morning, everything had melted on the street, the sidewalks, and everything was warm, but it was still on the grass. The bushes that had fallen off the bushes on the trees, but it was still on the grass. And we still have a little bit of remnants of it now. And we're shady on the north side of the house, along the fence. So it's kind of a surprise to see it there, but I guess it was the first day of winter, so it came roaring in. I don't know if we're going to have a good winter or a bad winter, but I guess we'll have to take it with it. So anyway, that's about all I have over here, so I'm going to send it back to Dave. So, Katie, send it to Katie back to me. 87 let's go on to Richard, 87. Instead of ITS 10, I've got to get an idea here. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Time event on OHN on Dave 57 BYM. So let's go to Richard, 7 ITS.
Okay, well, let me just, first of all, send my condolences towards Bob and his departed friend. That's, I just had an experience with COVID and a niece. I think she's probably in her 40s, mid-40s would be my guess. Beautiful, beautiful young lady. Real active in the Chamber of Commerce. I think she might even be a director in the city she lives in. It's not in Washington State. I think it's in, she's in Wisconsin. But she had it pretty tough for 2 weeks. She said that, you've probably heard the proverbial, it feels like your body's on fire. But she got over that after a couple weeks and, pretty much back to normal, but now she's got this lingering brain fog. So, man, I pray to God that isn't going to, you can read between the lines there. So, anyway, and as far as Mika goes, actually, what happened, where I got my hand scratched really bad, it was a scratch. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just in my genes or has anything to do with any of the drugs that I take for medical or aspirin. But my skin is, especially on my hands, is very, very thin. And she's got one, I call it on her front paws, this hind claw. It's off to the side. And it's just extra. I guess Debbie has a hard time clipping, and it's just extra, extra sharp. So I think what happened in the middle of the night when I was asleep, and she'll tap me, and give me a little love tap with her claws, and no big deal. But I think maybe in my sleep, I just kind of thought of it the wrong way and jerked my hand around and it's probably, it's like a fish hook in your skin, and I'm asleep, and so it just went haywire on me. But anyway, we're okay there. I was just looking at it. It's healing very nicely. And I just am so excited positive about what Bert and Gary are doing. I'll comment on that the next round. And let's see, Jessica will try to come back at 9 o'clock for if she said she's still awake for our Zoom wrap-up. And I did see Jupiter and Saturn. And I can tell you right now, I saw it tonight. I probably did have seen Saturn before with the naked eye, but I never knew what I was looking at. Where tonight, because of Jupiter being so bright and Saturn being just adjacent to it, I was just thoroughly amazed that I don't know that I can say that I saw the rings, but I don't know if I'm lying or not. Because it has rings, and you see that pretty little light up there, and I swear to God, you can see the rings with the naked eye tonight. It's gone. It's behind the horizon now at this point. So, anyway, there you go. K7ZIM, K7ITX. Back to net control. K7ITX, let's see on the bridge. 7, Okay, well, hello again, everybody. Richard, I don't think it's possible to see the rings of Saturn naked eye. So if you're doing that, you may have some bionic eyes or something like that. I have heard of people that say, like, if they squint, they can see sometimes the moons of Jupiter, but I'm not quite sure about that either. Let's see, what's going on? There was some talk about COVID earlier. Yesterday I heard from my sister, and she said that one of her sons came down with COVID. He's pretty young, in either middle school or high school. That's kind of, hopefully, from what I understand, it doesn't affect young people quite as badly, so I'm hoping it won't be too bad for him. But the thing that concerned me even more than that was my mom said they were now thinking about whether they should go ahead and go through with their Christmas party or not that they were planning with down there in Texas. I told them they were nuts if they were going to do that, especially after that exposure there. But let's see what else. I did get my replacement fuses for the amplifier. I didn't get a chance to put it back in yet, so I've got the next couple of days off work with the holiday and everything, so I'll probably get a shot either tomorrow or the day after to see if I can get that big amplifier running again. Anyway, that's probably it for this round. So the Bird Marshall and 7CS back to that.
And 7CS, let's go to Gary. K7HYB.
K7ZYM and the group K7HYB. And come on, there I am. Okay, now it's telling me I'm successfully switched. I'm going to show you a little work that I've been doing. I've been in communication with Jim Andrews down in Boulder, Colorado, and I've been sharing with him some of the work I've been doing up here, working with the dongle here and the software and the drivers and stuff like that. And what I'm going to put on the screen now is the VLC screen for, okay, come on up. Well, eventually it'll get there, so anyway, I'll go ahead and start the transfer cycle. But eventually what I hope to present to you here is a demonstration of what has happened. I've been able to, through changes through some research, I found the proper drivers to use these generic SCR dongles to receive digital television. And that's what I've been saying with Jim and his group down there, because They use it on, let's see here now. I see a transmitting. Let's go over here and, let's see if it'll link up. There it is. Okay. This is my, what's your, it hasn't come up yet. The latency is quite long there, apparently, for some reason or other. I'm not exactly sure why, but anyway, currently what will happen is you'll see a picture of the transport file that I am transmitting through the dongle that I borrowed from Bert. There it is. Okay. And this is a amplification of what I did to WW7ATS that I showed you. And currently, what's playing is the transport file through Bert's dongle into the generic SCR dongle that I have here. This is on 6 megacycles bandwidth using VLC, which is really easy to use. You can resync, once you lose the picture, you can resync it with low or no trouble. That's one of the issues that I've been working with. The only problem is with VLC, it doesn't go down below 6 megacycles. So I'm not sure it's applicable to us, but I mean, at least it's the right direction. And that's why Jim Andrews and his people down there are particularly interested in it, because they were having a rough time doing that, and we've got that problem solved. So anyway, that's my 2 pieces worth at this time. Going to go around here. I'll stop the transmission, and I'll entertain any questions if anybody has anything. And by the way, the temperature has dropped 1 degree here. At my location is 29 degrees now, and I have a couple other things on my actual run. Back to you, Dave, K7PYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB, and IT out here again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the old base machine on K7PYM. So let's go to Jim, M720.
M7 Thank you, Dave. Well, Dave, your antenna may not be pointing exactly where you want it to, but your picture looks good. Certainly much better than mine. And also I have you in color, so it's working. It's just not 100%, that's all. Bob, condolences there. Yeah, I have 3 friends who have died from the virus. It's just incredible. One of them was in her 40s and had no high-risk medical condition, but that wasn't enough. Let's see. Dick. I think it's natural for one's skin to become increasingly fragile as we age. So I could kind of see how it would be easier to get damaged. But the picture of your arm that you showed us previously, that looked pretty serious. That looked like it was more than just a scratch. That looked like at least several scratches or more like a bite. But maybe I can't see it quite clearly from my location. Let's see. I am unable to see Jupiter or Saturn from my location. I have trees and a ridge line looking off toward the west. It actually goes from the almost northwest of my location down toward the south. It prevents me from getting to the PSRG repeater, and when we had our television repeater downtown, it prevented me from getting to that. Preset. and especially because these guys are as low on the horizon as they are. I'm kind of out of luck unless I move somewhere, and I think just because of the virus, I'm not going to even attempt it this year. Oh well. Gary, good work on the dongle. I am a little bit curious regarding the pictures. What was your source? It looked like the dongle was on 70 centimeters. Was that receiving a picture that someone sent you on 70 centimeters, or how did those pictures come about? I'm just scratching my head a little bit on that. And yeah, my picture does look a little to me now as something from the early space age. Well, it's better than it was. Better conditions here now. Anyway, back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
Yes, 7QO, thanks for that, Jeff. Let's go on to Bob, 292.
Okay, switching myself in, and let's get over to me rather than the call sign. So yeah, weather. First of all, thanks for the thoughts, and Jim, my goodness, yeah, I haven't known anybody personally that's even contracted COVID that I'm aware of, much less passed away from it, but this was hitting pretty close to home as it was, but to have 3 people you knew personally, and one in her 40s, that's a shame. But I thought I would get my own weather report in here. Weather seems to be one of the topics tonight, and I was very surprised when it snowed. It had been raining all day, and my indoor-outdoor thermometer registered about 35 plus degrees, and I was just shocked that it was snowing. I didn't see that coming at all. And sticking on the ground, I thought, well, how can it be sticking? Because we have all this water. It hadn't been very cold, but for whatever reason it did. And I thought, well, maybe I read something wrong, but no, I was vindicated. On the news, they said this was the warmest temperature on record when snow in Seattle, where snow was recorded. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and it definitely fit with what my own experience was. But of course it got cold after that and clear, and the snow is gone from everywhere around that I can see except my own deck. I've got, it's really more ice now than snow, but my deck has a fairly small window of opportunity for the sun to hit it, and it hasn't been enough to actually melt it. And also, for the same reason, I don't think I would have seen Jupiter and Saturn. I forgot to look, frankly, and I kind of wish I had, but I'm not sure I would have been able to see it because I've also got a stand of trees toward the west. So, okay, I guess that's good for right now. I'll send it back to you, Dave, K9PQ.
K9PQ, thanks for that, Bob. Let's go on to Lee, M7KC. Okay, so I got all the buttons too. Yeah, the M7KC, well, I'm just kind of sitting here listening, because I did a job on my house last Saturday before noon, and I'm still jumping around for that. I'm better. I don't have to use the walker anymore. And this is probably a 2-week I don't know. At the end, it goes away. But, yeah, let's see, what else was I going to mention? Mike Wood, Bert, and Wade, and all you guys are messing around with the digital stuff. I've been following what you're doing, and, on the new pilot group, which is kind of sick, isn't it? Works really well. I decided to put one into operation here. I don't know if anybody over there uses it or not. So one of the traffic operators in Missouri said that it wasn't so offensive to use it because you can go radio to radio, you don't have to use the CMS common message server internet, so it's more like a radio operation. It's just a guy like that. So I decided, well, maybe that's a good idea. So I got root control running on the radio. I downloaded WinLink and I'm controlling the transceiver now and all that sort of thing. And I'm just ready to send my first message. Looks like it's got out of town. I better check. Anyway, nothing else there. But boy, I'll tell you, we've got a big crowd here. I guess I do have one thing. We've got a big crowd. These 18, 19 pounders. A big, long-legged guy. When he was young, he stretched out one day up on a door jam on a screen door, and I got the tape out and measured 43 inches was the huge step point. The size of the door. He got bigger. Well, he's a very gentle guy, thank goodness, because if we had a mean streak in him, I'm not sure you could live with that guy. He's like a bobcat. He's that big. Anyway, back to you, Dave. 87, that's my answer at 732. KG4EIU disconnected. Let's go to Wade, W7ATS.
Hey guys, thanks again. Just making a few comments here. This is W7ATS. So I'm going to say sorry, Bob. I didn't get a chance to actually hear the conversation about the COVID story. So I'm sorry for the loss there. And then Gary, I was asked about the dongle. Sounds like you're really getting all along with utilizing that. Is that only receive on that dongle, or is it transfer and receive? But that's really neat that you got that figured out and you're able to receive DVT up to 6 megahertz. And then, let's see here. I was asked, maybe after that we can talk about the demodulator again. About getting a hold of one of those. And then, we've been talking about the snow. We didn't get much snow here in Tacoma. Just a light sprinkling yesterday. And I think that's pretty much it for this round. This is W7ATS. Back to net.
W7ATS. Thanks for that, please. Again, this is the Washington Amateur Television Society net on the Release Machine. I'm Dave, 87-3YM. Well, got it. Generally, I turn into a desert rat about this time of the year down in Arizona, but with the COVID that made it not happen this year. But my daughter was kind of excited that I was going to be here in Seattle for maybe Christmas dinner. But with COVID, that sort of canceled that out. And my daughter arrived today with the 15th of Christmas dinner. She brought me a standard rib roast. Of course, I just put it in the rotisserie grill and put that. But vegetables, potatoes, salads, pecan pie for dessert. So anyway, I'm going to have some fun doing some cooking on Christmas Day and get that stuff out. Got the grill out tonight and everything seems to be functioning well with that, so I'll be looking forward to getting the roast on the rotisserie and cooking that up. Pretty sure that's kind of tasty. And I was just going to say, Mika probably was watching too many of these vampire movies this time of year. There's a lot of trash TV out there. And she just probably thought that she was going to become a vampire and decided to attack Richard. But who knows? Got to keep her away from watching those adult movies. And so this is Dave, 87-ZYM. Got to go up to Rock, 87, to see you. think in the outskirts of Denver someplace. And Odette came down with COVID. Her friend left, so she wouldn't be exposed, I guess. And then Odette lived on her own by herself, and she had to get over, but I guess she got over it with I don't know if she got her case back or not. And then Joanne has some relatives in Norway. They came to visit a few years back, and they brought their granddaughter. She was about 14. And, her name was Tuba. Now she's in her early 20s, and she graduated from college, and I think she's a teacher. Well, she sent Joanne a text message the other day saying that she had the COVID. And, I had had it about 2 weeks. She thought she was going to be okay. And I think she said that she had lost her taste and stuff. Now, I don't know what somebody said about the fog. A lot of people, I guess, do experience that. Let me let it drop. And then talking about the planet, well, we weren't able to see it because of the trees. Maybe Lee would talk about that a bit, but he has a really nice telescope. He got it a few years back, and of course I was jealous. I had to go out and find one. Well, I went out and I got it, and I thought it was, 8 or 9 inches? Like, he's laughing. And so I got to see a few of the planets. I could see the moons and the rings of Saturn. Saturn has to be turned just right for you to see the rings. And lo and behold, I think I've seen the rings on Saturn after a few years of trying. And then my son Ron wanted the telescope to take down in Arizona where he's at now. And they have beautiful night lights. I need to send him a text and see if he's going to use it instead of down there. And I still have a little 4-inch. And I don't have a culmination tool now. I carried it around in the motorhome, and I think it got banged too many times, and I got knocked out of culmination. So I was thinking the next time I went up to Diamond Point, I would cart it over to Lee's house to see if I could get him to help me culminate it, because I know he's got to do it. So anyway, and then I have a little 3-inch, and that little 3-inch works just fine. So that's it. Back to that, 87-2KD. 87-2KD, let's go to Richard. Get that, I see it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Gary, I think it's extremely interesting what you're doing, that you can plug that dongle into a computer, laptop, and get an amplifier. I think it might have been in your email, the block diagram of how that works with both transmitting and receiving with the Yagi. And so I'm just real curious about how progress will be made with respect to how it might even apply to us sometime down the road. It looks like you could get an amplifier to go with the dongle system setup, and it wouldn't be an arm and a leg to get that thing. So anyway, I'm really excited about what you guys are doing. And kind of last but not least, we're not having a big Christmas dinner, but coming back from my daughter's place on First Hill, headed towards South Center, I'd heard about, my daughter's roommate's Filipino, and they brought some Filipino fried chicken not too long ago, and it was fantastic. I mean, literally fantastic. And they said, well, you can get it at the South Center Mall. And so I had Debbie give them a call while we're driving down. And it's called Jollibee. Here's the name and the logo on this happens to be the to-go container that has their special, I wish I had the list of ingredients. Some kind of rice, I've done it. Let's see if I can see it anywhere. Oh, here we go. Well, not that anything all that specific. Anyway, I've never heard of adobo rice. So we had adobo rice, the mashed potatoes, and we didn't go for spicy chicken. I was a little nervous that it might be too hot, but I swear to God, I'm never going to eat regular fried chicken ever again. I'll just always go get it at this place. It's spectacular. So that's kind of been my Christmas dinner. Debbie just said, make sure you leave me one piece of chicken, and so I do have a midnight snack already rounded up, ready to roll. And I will eat Debbie a piece. So anyway, a lot of fun, you guys. Great stories, snow stories, and Merry Christmas. This will be it until Saturday, and then it'll be the day after Christmas. So, and yes, the weather was just crazy on Monday night, Monday and Monday night, and then now I think we're going to wake up to really slippery roads. So there you have it. 73, I don't know, I'm sure it won't get back to me, so 73, guys. KD7ZYM, K7ITX, back to Mac Control. K7ITX, let's go to break, 17CX. Okay, yeah, I guess it will be the last round for me too, for tonight. Let's see, speaking of fried chicken, maybe this will interest Wade since I think he collects gaming consoles, but I heard that KFC was actually coming out with a game console, and the key feature of their game console is going to be a chicken chamber, where you can put your chicken in it, and as you're playing your games, the chicken will get warmed. A lot of people are thinking it's a joke, but KFC says they're dead serious on it, so who knows? We'll have to see. And then the other thing I wanted to say was I put this in the chat window in the Zoom session, but a reminder for people, the International Space Station will be doing their slow scan TV session starting tomorrow and broadcasting continuously until December 31st. So anytime that the space station passes overhead in our area, if you get your handheld radio outside pointed up towards where you think the space station is as it's crossing over on 145.8 megahertz, you'll be able to hear the slow scan TV signals, and if you have an appropriate app to decode those, you'll be able to get pictures. So I just checked my space station app, and it looks like there's about 4 or 5 passes every day, so you'll have about 4 or 5 chances every day to hear it and see it. And it doesn't have to be during the day, during the nighttime. You can still get RF in the day. So, you won't be able to see the space station, so you kind of have to guess to where to point your radio. But it's still kind of fun. Not every one of those 4 or 5 passes a day are great passes, but should be good enough to have some fun in that if you've never done it before. Anyway, 73 all. This is Bert and Marysville. Back to that.
Yes, Bert, we got your 7-3, let's go to Gary, HYZ.
K7ZYM, HYB, okay. This will be the final round, obviously, tonight. Hi, Bert, how are you? Nice chatting with you, and I would like to get together with you when I get a chance, and maybe do a little fussing now that I've done some work here. So, 1 to 2 inches, that's the bottom line. With you over here today. Bert, if you would email me, I'd like to know if there's any signal on channel 6 of the encoder, or on the decoder stream settings. I guess that's a dummy. And in my light, what I'd like to discuss with the group and have the group consider it. I've approached Jim Anderson about possibly giving him access to our stream on Cougar Mountain so that he could join our net. I haven't given him any information because I wasn't sure about it, but I thought he might be interested in how I'm working with a little bit on this. So I've situation. And Jim on the file, this was, that file is what they call a transport stream. And it came with the software that came with the dongle that I took. So it's not a live picture, and it's transmitted through the dongle that I have there, actually between two antennas. One plugs into the dongle, the transmit dongle, one plugs into the receive dongle. And the receive dongle is the STR with the proper drivers, and that stream is what you were seeing on the screen there. So that's the bottom line on it. I see that we got 4 minutes to go. Back to you, Dave. 33, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see y'all Saturday night, case number HYD.
WW7ATS. Thanks for chiming in. Let's go on to Jim in 7QO.
And 7QO, thank you, Dave. Well, Jerry, thanks for that information. That's interesting. I might want to investigate that sometime. I'm still not really convinced that I'll be able to get a digital signal at my QTH to Cougar. But for the price that would be worth investigating, that's certainly good enough. Let's see. Well, Dave, sorry you're stuck here, but I think I can speak for everyone when we say that we are glad that you are stuck here with us. Sorry about that, but we're happy you're here. Let's see. Bert, thanks for the reminder about the International Space Station. I will, unless my entertainment committee has better plans for me, I'll see what I can do about that. I know a couple of the space station passes are pretty quick. They sometimes, it's not in view for very long. Let's see. I guess that's it for me. Thank you all for the pictures. Thanks for participating. Hope to catch you Saturday night. Back to you, Dave, on 7QO.
Yeah, 7QO. Let's go to Bob, K922.
Thank you, Dave. Very quickly, thanks, Ron, for doing the control tonight. I appreciate that. As always, you do such a good job that it's only on those rare occasions when you talk into the control frequency that it crosses my mind. But you are fantastic doing that job. I checked on the Jollibee. South Center's the only Washington location. It's a bit far for me to go to get fried chicken, but I may try it sometime. And thanks a lot for the SSTV from the space station, notice on that. And as for Gary, Jim Andrews, I think is who you said, Jim Anderson. I think you were talking about Jim Andrews. I think that sounds good. We do need one channel to be a dummy. And rather than be moving around the one we have, maybe 8 is open, and so maybe we can put him on 8. But I think it's something we can talk about. Okay, back to that, K9PQ.
K9PQ, thanks for that, Bob. Wrapping up, and Roger, if there is anything from anyone before we say good evening. Hearing none, we'd like to thank the owners and operators of the 08 machine and Syntax Repeater Group for allowing the Western Washington Amateur Television Society to use the 08 machine for our voice channel for our video nets held on Wednesdays and Saturdays from 8 to 9 o'clock. So on behalf of the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, this is WW7ATS signing off $2,100. Good evening all.